Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the atmospheric character of our world around us, and today we will discuss one phenomenon that is closely related to the big cities. If we look at the internet, and not only, also on the streets, also in the voting polls, we see that vast majority of people who are disconnected with reality or simply very stupid people lives in big cities. The larger city, the larger number not only inhabitants of this city but also larger fraction of people who are simply dumb and disconnected with reality. And we know that so-called plebs, human masses in big cities, was never very bright and never very much liked by more intellectual people, like ancient historians from Herodotus through Thucydides, and later coming to ancient historians like Livy, Tacitus, or Cassius Dio and others. They never had good opinion about big city masses. Never. So there has to be a reason for that. The same with ancient Chinese historians. And in my opinion, the main reason for that is the fact that big city allows people to be anonymous, because no one knows anyone, and there are no social bonds, or at least they are residual. And there is also a fact that you have many people, so some people can have pathological behaviors and start promoting them, so many people will just follow it, because there are no family group social standards, so this is what they see they do. Plus, in big city there is always some food, there is always place to live, and one can be really, especially now, lazy bone like it was in also Rome and few other big cities in antiquity. One can do nothing and will never die of starvation, and it means that this person has conditions and opportunity to develop into different directions. Unfortunately, majority of people in such situations chooses to develop in a wrong direction, and they develop their deviations. That is why, thanks to these disconnections, that people are not directly connected to the nature, so it means they do not quickly see the consequences of their bad actions. Their spectrum of behaviors broadens, and the propagation of them it's also quick, because there are many people around similar to them, and many of them are simply dumb. That is why big cities, what we see especially and at the electoral maps, are the reservoirs of the electorate of the parties that are having their programs which is the most disconnected with the reality around us. So the problem is that the big cities were always reservoirs of scam and stupidity, and it will not change. That is why, if we want to have peaceful life, if we want to have normal life, we should live in smaller cities or at the villages. And big cities are also, thanks to the fact that people there are dumb and disconnected, prone to the propaganda. So if the leftist propaganda is spread, they swallow it like young pelican swallows fish, and it will not change. The only, I wouldn't say rescue, because there is no rescue, there is no refuge for big cities. The only relief for the rest of the society is that we have good government that spreads positive conservative propaganda even to the big cities. It can only mitigate the bad consequences big cities population bring to the societies. This is how I see it. All the best, have a nice day, bye.